there's one story I want to talk about today, because to me it's just unbelievable. Those of you who remember Ram Lila, and that would be, you've been here 25 years, maybe 20 years, I don't know when he left. He was an extraordinary human being. He was maybe my height, but bigger. And he was, what did he do, karate, Ananta? He did martial arts. He was a Hell's Angel. He was big. He had a big motorcycle. And he used to be a Hell's Angel, and he went around and did whatever they do. And, but he found Swamiji, and he found Master. And Swami says in this story about him, Swami said, I had to laugh when that name came to me, Ram Lila. It was so perfect. The play of God. God's play, God's joy, Lila. But this story, Swamiji, as Asha tells it, he had a big car back then. Great big, I think it was a Chevrolet, but one of these big monster cars. It was called Air Force One, we called it. And it cost Swami $75. But at one point he got a little tired of driving this big thing around, so he decided he would get a motorcycle. So everybody said, Swami, wait a second. And the roads weren't like they are now. They weren't paved. None were paved. So they were a bit rocky and not always steady. And in a rain like this, it was all muddy. Swamiji, I don't know if you should do that. Well, I got it anyway. Little moped. So there was Swamiji. You know how Swamiji, he was always just so upright. So it wasn't like he was leaning over the motorcycle and he was like this. And this is how he would drive around. He was adorable. And so he would drive this around. But one day he had a mishap and he crashed the motorcycle. And he got a very severe burn on his leg. And people were there, though, behind him and took him to his house. And he didn't want to go to the hospital or anything. So everybody was trying to give him all the different healing techniques we all have. And he was being very gracious. But it wasn't healing very well. But he was there in the dome, and he was sitting there one day, and he had his leg propped up. And there were just about 10 or 12 people with him. And all of a sudden, the door opens, and Ram Lila bursts in. Swamiji, he said, I almost died. I should have died. And Swamiji said, what happened? And he said, I was out on the road in the motorcycle, and this truck came, bam, hit me. And I, tumbled over, and he said, I should have died. There's no reason I should be here today. And he said, I broke no bones, I got no scars, nothing happened. And I couldn't figure out why. And then he was there a moment, and then he saw Swamiji's leg. He said, Swami, what happened? He adored Swami. What happened? Swami said to Asha, you tell him. So Asha told him what happened, and he said, and he just got this shocked look on his face. And he said, when did that happen? And she told him, when? What time? What exact time did that happen? And she told him, and he said, that's why I'm alive today. He said, that is the exact time that accident happened. And he knew in his soul that Swami had saved his life by having an accident himself.